Greetings, adventurers. I'm Dragorath, and welcome back to Powerwash Simulator. We're gonna start with probably the forged cottage. I think we're gonna do this one. H&J Hexenjäger. Hexenjäger? I don't know how to pronounce that. We are two humble confectioners, brother and sister, living on our own deep in the woods of the national park, and there's absolutely nothing strange about that. We are also the creators. Oh, it's Hansel and Gretel. Creators of the finest gingerbread ever to grace the county. But to stay on top, we need constant reinvention, and our dream forest home has become a grubby grotto, affecting our ability to dream up wonderful new recipes. Keep come and restore our cottage, and with it, our creative flow. Donkey, Dankeschön, something like that. It's German for like thank you. Okay. Oh, this might take a while. Oh, how this might take a while. Okay, my next goal for this game is to get to 90 stars. That's gonna be, that's gonna take a while. And I have no idea what I'm looking for. What? Back dormer cap. Is it on the roof? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Let's check the roof for it. Yep, sure is. I know it's natural for people to be suspicious, but we really are who we say we are. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they are who they say they are. So, once again, we're just going to wash this thing from the top down, I guess. The top of the list down. Usually how I tend to do it. Because I am very ADHD about things. Or, what do they call it? Well, I'm not necessarily, like, ADHD about it. I think a very, particular, I think is the word I'm looking for. About how I clean my shit. Yeah. Okay, well, that part's done. Back dormer wall. That's what this is. The wall. Yeah. Yeah. There we are. Okay. Gable roofs. Oh, wow. Okay. Considering that I have a more powerful power washer now, I should be fine. My thing is this, though. They never added new power washers to this game. And the DLC ones are only, like, reskins of the normal power washers. You know, you can't even use them outside of the DLC. That kind of sucks. I've made that observation before. But, yeah, and they've announced the second game. And we didn't even have any new power washers in this game. I wonder, if you transfer your save, can you get a head start? That'd be a nice touch. Yeah, you played 20 million hours of Power Wash Simulator. You know what? Since you're getting the second game, you're going to play 20 million hours of that. Guess what? Here's a little bonus for you. Here's throw you a bone. You know, make you feel like the first game was worth it. The roof cap. But yeah, they did way too good on this game. I will say that. They did way too good on this game. Funny enough. Because now I have a crippling power wash addiction. That's what this is for. Yep, there we go. The frames. Alright. You can get the insides of them like this. Yeah. Yeah. Here, hold on. Get me up there for a second. Yeah. At least I can run up steep angles, huh? There we are. Part of what I need to do anyway, so I'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, there we go. That's the good shit. There we are. And finish it up here. I'm already 10% done with this job. There we are. Cellar doors. Gonna need my snubby for this. Yep. What's in the cellar? Well, I got the handles, at least. What's in the cellar? Why is it covered in pink shit? Okay, got those and the door handles. The chimney. What I feared the most. The chimney. Eh. Okay, chimney might not be that bad. I just realized that there's a hole, that the hole inside the chimney itself is blocked up. That's not concerning. I hope they comment on that too. I hope they're gonna be like, yeah, it's just decorative. It doesn't actually work. We don't even have a fireplace. That'd be hilarious. The game usually is very self-aware about itself, so. What's really funny is that you can go back. Oh, fuck. You can go back and read, like, all the text messages that you've received. So at least you can do that if you really want. What you want to? That depends on the person. There we go. Good stuff. Chimney shaft. Oh. 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 Okay, maybe it is not decorated. Maybe it is the actual chimney. Actually, that's actually a good question. Like, you don't really see houses with chimneys anymore, or fireplaces. Funny enough, I know that, like, you know, we have, like, central air and heat and shit now, so you really don't need it, but... Ever seen Primitive Technologies? He's got chimneys on his houses. I actually might buy his book, because I find that stuff very interesting. Yeah, look at that. I see all the rust on there. Just spray that shit off. Yeah. There we go. Door frame. It's the logical next step. Is the door frame. Gotta get up under it though. Make sure I get everything under there. Yeah. Yeah. back eaves. Oh, these. Okay. Get my long extension. Yep, and get up under these. Yeah, there we go. The front eaves, going to need this still probably. Definitely need this. What does that say? Let's say, I'm not losing my mind, am I? Something talked in my ear. It sounded like something talking in my ear. You can't do that. That's wrong. Can't be doing that Powerwash Simulator. It's not a horror game. It's supposed to be fun and relaxing. You're not supposed to freak me the fuck out. Okay. That was weird. I hope that picked up on my sound. Maybe it's like bugs or something. It's just ambiance. I'm gonna chalk it up too. The voices are like, keep going. Powerwash more. You have to do more. I'm like, no, stop. I don't want to. Please, let me go. And then the game's like, no. You're going to Powerwash forever. Actually, what time is it? Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. We got like 30 minutes. Yeah, so we moved here just a week after that bank robbery, but people moved houses all the time. Something's telling me y'all robbed the bank. There, that one's done. Here, can I just... No, know what? Blam. Ha! There we go. Foundations. Those are going to be, yep. I'll say those are probably going to be along the edge of the building. Yep, here we go. Doing basics now. I just realized a giant wall that needs to be done too. Around the whole perimeter. I forgot to mention that. If there's, in fact, a big-ass wall around the entire perimeter of the thing that needs to be done too. So, that's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun part of the project. Man, already almost a fourth of the way done with this place. Hey, I'm surprised this is actually called Foundation. It's not something else. It's not like the basement base or something. Yeah, at first I thought these people were going to eat children. No, they just rob banks. I'd rather rob banks, honestly. Because their names are Hansel and Gretel. Alright. Front dormer cap. Yep, that's there. Bam. Yep. Doing more of this stuff. Also like how all the pieces are in alphabetical order. It's really nice. Dormer frames. Get the back end of it first. And come around the front and boom. Get it nice and cleaned up. Yeah. Most satisfying game. Most satisfying game. That's pretty much what this is. That's literally the entirety of Powerwash Simulator. Most satisfying game ever. It's good to finally take a break from actual games and relax for a day. Recording this instead of anything useful. Doing this with my life. Like I said, I'm supposed to be playing Bioshock. Or Bioshock 2. But no, I'm playing this because I need to relax. It's been a long week, and I need this. There's only one thing that can make this experience 10 times better. That is a cheeseburger. Yeah, I could just fantasize about cheeseburgers. Actually, it's really funny because, like, I eat... So, I don't exactly eat healthy, but I don't exactly eat unhealthy either. It's like, my weight loss has been doing really good. I'm down to 180 pounds now. So, and when I started, I was at 220. So, I've done loss 40 pounds again. And that is great. That is amazing. So, I have lost a good chunk of weight so far this year. Well, between the end of last year and the beginning of this year. But also, because of my workouts and stuff, I believe that I'm not losing weight as fast as I could be. Because I'm been eating. It's kind of weird because sometimes I'll, cut back on eating to a day where I'm like, do a while where I'm low calorie, and then I'll eat normally and make sure I intake a lot of protein and stuff and work out a lot, do a lot of physical, movement. So I think I've been doing a decent balance of burning fat and building muscle. So, yeah, it's good stuff. Because now I'm back down to 180 pounds, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't weighed this much in a long time, since I was in, early high school. Back in early high school, I used to be underweight, funny enough. And, yeah, weight loss is interesting, because I at one point weighed 312 pounds. I used to weigh a ton. But... It's kind of funny to say it like this. I started losing weight and putting my mind to it when I started doing VR stuff, funny enough. And I don't think VR is going to help everyone lose weight necessarily. The movement and stuff is good. But using it a lot, it was, especially with my more sedentary lifestyle, I think that helped me lose a lot of my weight back then, because I wasn't exactly the most physically fit person ever. I used to be a lot more into it back when I was in late middle school, early high school. I wanted to be like Goku, so we all go through that moment at some point in our lives. Well, yeah, it's crazy to think that I've almost cut my body weight in half in 5 years. Well, not even 5 years. I'd say more like 3. Because even after moving and whatnot, I was not losing weight. I was just, doing whatever. And, holy crap. That is actually crazy to say. Just, I weigh almost half as much as I did when I moved to Minnesota. That is insane to even think. But yeah, it wasn't just VR and stuff that helped me lose weight. Like I said, after a certain point, I started eating better. I might say I bear a slight resemblance to Floozy McGee, but she was much younger than I am now, and such a happy soul. But, yeah, I just kind of buckled down, I guess. And it's one of those things where you have to kind of put your mind to it. I stopped drinking sodas altogether for a very long time. I was drinking nothing but black coffee and water for like 2 years. I went at it hardcore. I wanted to lose the weight. And that's what I did. And it's not as easy for everyone. I will say, and there's a lot of things that go into it. Weight loss and trying to be healthy it's harder than it looks. I will say that. And you just gotta do what's best for you. Now, I'm not telling people, oh yeah, get off your asses and work out 24/7. No, I don't even work out every day or anything like that. I do maybe, kind of depends on the week, but usually I try to get 3 45-minute to an hour-long workouts in a week. Full body workouts, that is. So, I'm no hardcore, fitness guru or dietitian or anything like that. Everybody's different. You just gotta do what's best for you. And some people aren't ready to start that kind of journey, and that's understandable, I just, I don't know. For me, I just woke up one day and said, heck, I've lost 30 pounds from playing VR stuff. Maybe I can do more and lose more weight. So I started, eating a bit healthier. And like I said, I didn't exactly change much, honestly. I ate the same exact shit that I did normally when I started losing weight. I just changed, I just stopped drinking sodas altogether. Funny enough. And like I said, I'm not exactly hardcore with it. Where I work now, I get plenty of workout in because I do a lot of heavy lifting. So I don't exactly count that towards my workouts, but that probably helps too. I do get a lot of exercise in at work. So that has probably assisted me a lot too this past year. Year. And like I said, there's never anything to be ashamed about when it comes to weight loss or asking questions or anything like that. I would actually start asking just people like, hey, yeah, well, I'm trying to lose weight, what do I do about this? And family members and stuff, that is. And they would give me genuine advice and they'd help me out. And they weren't ever mad that I'd bother them with stuff like that. They would just be like, well, it's good that you're doing that. And I must say I didn't necessarily do it for myself. Partially, yeah. I wanted to look better. I'm not gonna lie. I really did at one point wanted to look a lot better. And that's why one of the reasons I buckled down. But at the same time, I was looking at the toll that it took on my health. Because there was a point where I would bend over to tie my shoe and I wouldn't be able to breathe. because of the way, just from bending down or squatting, I would not be able to breathe because of how overweight I was. And now I can easily touch my toes, and I'm like, holy crap. Like, it's, you know, there was a mixture of things. And I was like, I need to make myself more presentable to everybody, and just, you know, I just wanted to be, you know, change something about myself, so I did it. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you put the time and work and effort into something, you know, to better yourself, that is awesome. That's, you know, that's an amazing thing. Do what's right for you is the moral of the story. Do what's right for you. That's the way I feel about it anyways. That's how, you know, that's how it should be. Everyone should do what's best for them. As long as it's not illegal and doesn't hurt anybody, you do you. Kind of reminds me, funny enough, of the, oh god, what, I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't remember, there was another YouTuber, there was another YouTuber. And, channel name slipping my mind. But, he was, oh god, what was it? He was playing like TF2 or something. Was it Pyrocynical? I think it was Pyrocynical. But he was playing TF2, and he had a fat mod, like a fat, very voluptuous, character mod on. It's like, oh, wow, dude. I'm just like, well, it's not hurting anybody, to each their own. So, I thought that shit was hilarious, though, when I first saw it. Oh, man. Actually, it's kind of funny, because, like, I was having a conversation about that, because I listened to another YouTuber, her name, well, she changed her channel name from, it used to be Scumbagovich. See, Hansel looks nothing like Rocky McLeod. Hansel has a huge beard, long unruly hair, and defeated eyes. Rocky was young, clean-shaven, and handsome with such spirit. I did not want that. Thank you. But, what was I talking about? Yeah, Scumbagovich, which she changed her channel name to Frankie, and I don't even think I ever looked into the reason behind that. But she talks about weird shit, and, oh, okay. We'll say that again. But my buddy was like, I told my buddy about it, and he's like, why do you listen to that shit, you know, or watch that stuff? And I'm like, because usually I have it playing in the background while I'm busy or doing other things. Usually while I'm at work, because I get to have an earbud in. Yeah. But, so I was like, hey, yeah, the reason why is because I like psychology, you know, like psychology behind stuff. I'm like, as long as nobody's hurting anything, or hurting anybody, I could care less what they do. But I like the psychology of weird shit. I guess the best way to put it. And I think, honestly, that's the same reason why you get people that like, oh yeah, murder documentaries and stuff like that, and they're like, yeah, that's all I watch. And then you're kind of weirded out. Well, I do the same thing, but for people with weird fetishes and shit. The one that got me, that one of Frankie's videos that got me laughing my ass off was one about people who want to fuck planes. And yeah, I wasn't expecting that, you know. I don't expect half the crap that I end up listening to, honestly. It just kind of happens. Posts. Oh, these posts. But yeah. I listen to weird people. I listen to things about weird people. Because it's entertaining and intriguing, I guess. I don't even really know how to describe how it's intriguing. It's just, it's different, you know. You come to learn all kinds of crap from it, too. New words, new big words. And I'm like, oh, what the hell does that mean? Gotta keep a dictionary with me damn near sometimes while I'm listening to stuff. I think it's funny. Another one of my favorite YouTubers, Raymundo. I forgot the numbers, but his channel name is Raymundo. He's pretty cool, too. I like his content also. He talks about a lot of disturbing shit that ends up on YouTube. And, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy, honestly. It's pretty insane. Did I click that? Yeah. Alright. Back up to the roof I go. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do this part while I'm at it. Yeah. There we go. Go ahead and get the roof cap and stuff there. Man, most of this job is the damn roof. But, yeah, Raymundo, I think it's just 2012 or something like that. But, yeah, he's a pretty cool YouTuber. I like him. It's kind of funny how, you know, everybody has... It's absolutely hilarious because another one of my favorites is Magic Mush. I really like his content. And he uses Bluster Kong from an obscure Donkey Kong cartoon from back in the day. I didn't even know what the fuck a Bluster Kong was until I started watching his stuff. And also, if you ever see this Magic Mush, or Frankie, or Raymundo, just keep up the good work. You keep me entertained while I'm at work. So, I very much appreciate all that you do. Yeah. Yeah, Magic Mush, he doesn't talk about... Well, he's talked about some weird shit before, but he mainly focuses on great content, or just shit that... Just random shit, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, it doesn't even have to mean anything at the end of the day. He just talks about whatever he finds interesting, and that's fine, you know? And I guess that's what makes him entertaining. His latest video, as of the time of recording this, was on the Tortanic, quote-unquote, which was the Knights of the Old Republic or whatever. It was some Star Wars game. And the story of how it, like, bombed at launch. Which I found really interesting. He's also talked about some weird people before, like Pamperchew. If you don't know what the fuck a Pamperchew is, I suggest you don't even think about looking it up. Honestly, don't look up what a Pamperchew is. You'll kind of want to die after, you know. And I'm not going to explain it, that's for sure. Just letting everybody know. Yeah. I will never explain it. Go watch, like, somebody else do it. Because I'm not going to. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Alright. Time to clean all the stone walls. Yep. Okay, these clean a lot faster than I thought they would. Honestly, yeah. Dang, they clean pretty well. Probably helps that, I got an upgraded power washer. It's bad. It's been so long since I've done a bunch of these missions. Even though I've played, like, 3/4 of the game before. I haven't done a lot of these, levels in so long that I just don't really recall or remember much from them. So, I can't believe I'm already 74% done with this thing. Pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy to see how far I've come on this project already. You know, let's say I'm playing Powerwash Simulator, right? Let's say I put an hour a day into it. It's still gonna take me a long time to actually get this shit done. Let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. It's good that I'm playing it again. But just to try to go ahead and get through it. Well, that's the, I mean, I say it like that's a bad thing. Honestly, let me rephrase that. I'm playing it again so I can attempt to complete it before Powerwash Simulator 2 comes out. I think that's the appropriate way to put it. Because honestly, if I would have been playing this, recording this, you know, a couple of hours a week, I probably would have had the damn game finished by now. But no, I have not been playing it. And there's plenty of timber frames here. Jesus. How many are there? 26. This might take a little bit. This part of it, but that's fine. I think I already had a few of them done from washing, like, the stone and stuff. So, we're gonna find out, though. We're gonna get this done. Once again, why can't I stop? Why can't I stop? I cannot stop this game. I can't stop playing. It won't let me go. It won't let me go. I should make a Powerwash Sim horror skit or something. Rocky would never run away from the law and hide out in the dank cottage for years, claiming to be a baker unless he was completely desperate. Okay, that frame's done at least. Okay, I got one more frame left. I just gotta find it. Oh, right here. There we are. Hell yeah. The pillars. %80 done with this. Thank God. I can't say I'm not having fun, at least. I cannot say I'm not having fun. Yeah, what's become one of my talking games has become my, oh, let's 100% this bitch games. So, be prepared for an overload of Powerwash Simulator. It's kind of funny. They're like, oh yeah, we got our Wallace and Gromit DLC out. And I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck it is. I know the little characters on there. I guess their names are Wallace and Gromit. Well, I can't even tell you which one's which. What's Power Washer Simulator? I'm not going to get any of the references, but it's there, and I gotta wash stuff. You know what I mean? That'll be a funny idea. If they add a, like in Power Wash Simulator 2, they have a rival company. It's the Pressure Wash Simulator. Or Pressure Wash Company. And they just suck at their job, but people hire them because they think pressure washers are better. So you have to go power wash people's cats or something until they believe in you. Show you how dangerous you can be with your power washer. I might complete this in one sitting. Might say fuck it. Yep. There's a wall. There we go. That's the front wall, not a regular wall. Oh, it's a side wall. Here's another regular wall. Guess we're doing all the walls now, huh? Yeah. That's the back wall. See, those walls are different, so I'm not cleaning them quite yet. Well, I guess they're all fucking walls. I don't know why they had to name them differently. That's a side wall. Look, all those walls are done. Now it's time for the back wall. I guess. I'm gonna power wash the shit out of it, too. I'm gonna need my extension for this. I'm definitely gonna need my extension for this. Yeah. And get up there on those high places. Check this out. Yeah. All right, what's next? Front wall. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do the front wall. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, it just takes it right off. %89 done with this damn thing. Alright, sidewalls. I got several sidewalls to do. So, we're going to do them. And get them cleaned up and fixed. Whew. Man, life has gone crazy. Yeah, actually, it's really funny. I don't know. So, working in retail, I think it's hilarious because, like, most of the people that I get that are, like, angry or pissed off are old people. Funny enough. And that's something I kind of realized the other day is that most of the angry customers that we do receive are more elderly. It's like, bro, that's not what I wanted. But it's like, dude, yo, be nice. You're gonna see God soon, so you might want to start being nicer because I can't speak for him. So, yeah, it's kind of bad how many people get aggressive over little, like the most minute things that we don't even have control over, you know. Uh, and then I have to deal with it. And I'm just like, what's wrong with you? You know? And it drives people insane, honestly. I was going through a really bad spot this past week. And, well, as of recording. And people were just being so rude and mean. Like, oh, every single day that I was out on the floor at work, somebody had to have some remark or comment. And it gets to people. It really does. You know. And some people go, oh yeah, just don't let it get to you. It's like, it's not that simple. You know. It's not nearly as simple as that. You know, maybe if people were nicer, you wouldn't have to worry about them getting to you in the first place. You know? That's my, you know, thought on it at least. Like, why can't everybody just not be an asshole? It's not hard to do. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard to not be mean. It's easy to be nice. It's easier to be nice, honestly. It's like, geez. I've had people actually go to the point as to making threats or throwing stuff at me before. Literally at work, and they won't do anything about it. The company looks at you and they go, oh, well, it's your fault. You're the one in trouble because you made them mad like that. It's like, your rules are the ones that made them mad, not mine. I did nothing but be nice and polite to people, and they want to throw tantrums. And, you know, people don't give a fuck. That's the bad part. People just don't care about others anymore. Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it. They don't think about the consequences of their actions and what being mean could actually do to somebody. Me, I'm mostly sad. You know, mostly. Yeah, I have my days where I'm just like, can't talk to anybody. You know, we all have those days. But those days, I keep my mouth shut. I put on a smile and I try to be nice to people regardless. But then there's people out there that are not like that, that cannot handle people acting like that. Or in some sad cases I've seen, it's people that don't know, you know, what's going on. I've seen some unfortunate, you know, things at my store that are really not okay. It's like, I can't get involved with it because it's not my place. And it's not, you know, corporate's going to get mad at me. I could lose my job over getting involved with certain matters. And that's the unfortunate part. I can't help in certain circumstances when I see stuff like that happening. A good example is the other day, you know, and I felt bad. You see people getting taken advantage of a lot nowadays, and it's really sucks. I had a lady look at me, and she was trying to buy a bunch of iTunes gift cards or Apple gift cards, and she was trying to buy $1,000 of Apple gift cards. And corporate looks at us and they go, "Don't cancel the sale. Just ask them if they're getting scammed, and if they say no, then sell it to them." It's like, how does that help? You know, this lady, she told me that the IRS needed the cards or they were going to take her home away or some shit. And I'm like, take her home or have her home and her car repossessed. And I'm like, And I'd get in trouble if I'd said anything besides. I told her, I was like, I think you're getting scammed. And she's like, no, I'm not. And corporate, they don't give a shit whether you get scammed or not, whether you're a customer or not. As long as they can make their money, that's all they care about. And that is sad. You know, and that's the thing. It's kind of bad because I know a regular customer that comes into my store. And I always try to explain to people, yeah, like, oh yeah, it's a scam. Don't fall for it. Nobody's going to do that. I always try to tell them, look, you're getting scammed. I have a guy who comes in, and he's a regular, and I even see him outside of work because I go to the place he works at. And he's an older man, and he's always buying crap loads of Amazon cards. It's like, I can only tell him so many times that he's getting scammed, but he just won't listen. It sucks because I feel powerless to do anything about it, and I cannot convince him that, dude, they are just stealing your money. You are not getting any lottery money. It's like, God. I don't know. Maybe I'm going on a bit of a rant here, but yeah. See something, say something. That's what I say. You know, I've even had customers get involved trying to tell people they're getting scammed because they are. And it sucks to see. Anyways, thank you so much for making the cottage look wunderbar. Wunderbar. I think that's how it's pronounced. It feels like a stain on our character has finally been removed and we can get back to our true passion. Also, into my mind, has already leapt the recipe to a magnificent new custard strudel. Those people are weird. Anyways, that's all the time I got for this part. So thank you all for watching. Check out some of the stuff that I played. If you want more Powerwash Simulator, check out my playlist. If you want more rants, I'll see all of you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.